Everybody, how's it going? I already did an unboxing of my Dr. Dre Beats Mixer David Guetta edition, and I thought I would do my initial first impressions, or I did my initial first impressions, but kind of my midway through ownership impressions. I've used them for about 6 hours worth of listening time, and I've listened to all sorts of genres of music, everything from hard rap to heavy metal to classical Beethoven. So, just to give me a good all-rounded view of what these headphones are and what they can do. And I think they are the Swiss Army knife of headphones. Let me explain. A lot of people use different headphones for different occasions. For instance, if I'm going out in public and I know I'm going to be listening to a lot of music, but I'm going to be in the bookstore reading a magazine, I don't want wires to get in the way, I'll use these. These are my Beats by Dre Solo Bluetooth Edition headphones. So I can go wireless. So it's much more convenient. And yeah, you know, the sound quality is pretty good on these guys. You know, it's not bad. And it's much more convenient than having to have wires in the way. Next off, if I'm going out, let's say, with friends to a friend's house and I know there's going to be a party, or I know there's going to be something going on where my headphones might get hurt because, you know, a lot of headphones are very delicate, I'll use something like these. These are I Love City Lights explosive bass. Here they are. That's what they look like. I'll be doing reviews of all these, by the way. I'm just doing a comparison real quick. Well, not a comparison, just generally why this is the Swiss Army knife of headphones. And these are really good. These are about 30 bucks. You know, not too bad. I picked them up on Black Friday sale, actually. But I have another pair just like them, and they cost me about 30 bucks last year. So, not too bad. If I know I'm going to be getting a lot of phone calls during the day, and I know I have to be on the phone a lot, and I want to have a pair of headphones that I can listen to good and get some good sound quality out of it and get phone calls real easily, and it has a really good mic, I use these. My Mio Electronics M6P headphones. Their sound quality is really great. The microphone's fantastic. Picks up calls really well. And I can stay on the phone for a long time and never have a fading issue. If I'm going to be doing video editing, or if I'm going to be listening to music with a lot of highs in it, I'll use my 50-cent SMS audios. These guys. Because they have fantastic mids and highs. Absolutely fantastic. And if I'm going to be like out riding my bike, doing some activity, stuff like that, I would use these, my Beats iSport, or my Monster iSport, excuse me, with Control Talk, with also a built-in mic. Mic's not quite as good, I'll be honest with you. But I repackaged them up so I can do an unboxing and a review all in one video, but this is what they look like, you know. But the whole point is there's different headphones for different needs. Now, let me explain to you, these headphones have a cable with a mic. The mic is fantastic. I've used it on multiple occasions. I've done a conference call with these guys. It's very convenient. The microphone is fantastic on this. So that pretty much replaces the need for these. Also, these are extremely sturdy, strong, well made. You can drop them. This, aluminum. This, dual layer plastic with metal connection points. Very high quality. I found out what kind of wiring it is. It is dual layer copper wiring with a very thick rubber on the outside to keep it safe. So that pretty much does out the need for these, because yeah, these are really well made as well. And no, these are cheap, but these aren't so cheap, but these are very, very strong, and the sound quality so outdoes these earbuds. So I pretty much don't see the need for those any further. Also, the highs on this headphone are amazingly good. They're very, very good. It's very hard to tell the difference between these and my 50-cent SMS audio headphones. Also, these stay on your head really well. They are, because it's basically, it has a metal spine inside, the amount of pressure it has squeezing on your head, as you can see there, it's pretty strong. So, I mean, I really no longer see the need to use my iSports because the sound quality is not as good, the mic's not as good, and these stay on my head better than those stay in my ears. So there's really not much need for those either. Now, here's where it gets tricky. My Beats Bluetooth edition. What am I going to do about the wires on this guy? Well, that's where it falls down. They are not wireless. There's no way to make them wireless. So, really, this wire, though, although it's very sturdy, it's pretty slim. You can keep, and it's very long, so you can keep it in your hoodie, in your jacket, underneath your shirt, in your pocket. You know, you can just keep it pretty much out of the way, even when it's plugged into the headphones and you're listening to music. So that can almost do away for the need for the Bluetooth headphones. So basically, if you have a budget of about $300 or what, like $280. But you know what? You go on Amazon. They'll have them on sale for less. You could probably pick these guys up for $210 without too much issue. So let's say you got a budget of about $200, give or take, and you need a pair of headphones that can pretty much do everything. These are them. I also have a pair of, I have two pairs of Dre Pros. I have a Detox edition and a white edition like this. And you know what? The bass isn't as good, but it's very close. I mean, it's very, very close. So like if I'm listening to heavy bass music, I'll usually use my Pros. But you know, just because of the comfort of these headphones, I'll find myself reaching for these right off the bat. Like, I don't even see the need for the Pros anymore. I'm still going to use all the headphones because I already own them, but if you don't already own all of the headphones that I just showed you and talked about, there's really no need to buy them. If I had known that, I probably, well, I mean, these just came out, but had these come out a year ago or 2 years ago when I started collecting all my different headphones, I really wouldn't have needed to because these are so good. They do pretty much all the stuff the other ones do, with the exception of the Bluetooth. Now, is the bass as good as the Pros? Not quite. Are the highs and mids as good as the 50-cent SMS audios? Not quite, but extremely close. Are these as good for outdoor use as the Monster iSports? It kind of depends. If you're doing if you like mountain biking, no. But if you're just going on a nice casual bike ride, or you know, you're going hiking with some friends and you want to have some headphones on you, or you're going let's see, what else would you be doing? I don't know, just chilling on the beach. You know what? These are pretty much just as good at doing that, unless you're doing really hardcore sports. In that case, you probably shouldn't be listening to music. You should be concentrating on your heavy off-road biking, so or BMXing or whatever you'd be doing. That would be the iSports would be better for like BMX riders or people that do a lot of mountain biking, stuff like that. Stuff where you really need something that'll stay in your ear no matter what. This would be better. But if you're just a casual activity kind of person, these are perfect for you. These do everything all the other headphones I just mentioned. It does all, and by the way, the microphone is better than these. Not by much, but it is better. And you'd expect that at the price point. And the bass is better than the heavy bass earbuds, obviously. And the bass isn't as good as in the Pros, as I mentioned, but what I'm saying is this is kind of a jack of all trades, master of none, but not in a bad way, in a good way. It does everything good enough, and it does it so close. They're so close in quality to every other pair of headphones that I own, and it follows function of all those headphones. It's good for sports like the iSport Monsters, good for highs like the 50 cents, has a great mic like the M6Ps. They're very durable like the iLove's City Lights. Although it's not Bluetooth, the cabling is very low profile, so it almost does away with the need for the Bluetooth headphones. I mean, if the cabling's not a super big deal for you, then it completely does away with the need for that because the cabling is so low profile. So, if you're looking for one pair of headphones that does pretty much everything, go for these. If you want to be able to listen to every type of music and have a great experience doing it, go for these. If you have a budget, go for all the ones I just showed you. I mean, why the hell not? But I mean, if you don't have the budget, just go for these. They do everything those headphones do at about the price point that I paid for it was $280. And are they worth $280? Absolutely. Are they worth $300? Absolutely. Would I have paid $350? Yes. $400's pushing it, but I would have paid $350 for these guys because they do away for the need for pretty much all the other headphones I've got. I mean, I've had them for about 2 days now, and I have not picked up the 50 cents once. I haven't used my Bluetooth headphones, haven't used any of the other headphones except these, because it does away with the need for it. These are that good. It just does away for the need. You just don't feel the need to have all those other headphones. Now, I mean, if you're gonna go to a party and you're gonna get a lot of drunk people and you're just gonna, be breaking things, then maybe investing $30 in some cheap, well, it's not cheap, but cheaper earbuds, $30. Then yeah, maybe that's a good idea. But if you're just gonna go hang with friends and you just are worried about your headphones getting damaged, these are not going to get damaged that easily. You'd have to really, really try to break these. This joint is very strong. It's made of metal. This is made of aluminum. This has a metal spine in it, and it's just covered by a plastic. And it has a foam there to protect your head. And you know what? They're very light. These are extremely light. They weigh almost nothing. So it does away with the need for the iSports. So I'd say, yeah, go for these. If you're thinking about it, go for it. Most companies have a return policy. If you don't like it, bring it back. That's pretty much it. That's my review. If you have any questions for me, let me know. If you have any comments or any thoughts, or if you have a pair of these headphones and you think differently, let me know. I'd like to hear everyone's opinion, and I'll address it in my next video if I get any strong opinion type people. I'll catch you guys later. Take it easy. Peace out.